US President Joe Biden is expected to be in a state visit in South Africa. Let us talk about it. The President of Republic of South Africa, President Cyril Ramaphosa, on a call that took about 2 hours with his homologue of the US, President Joe Biden. They had discussed about on how President Joe Biden can come to South Africa for a state visit, which the date will be announced very soon. But in this phone call which took place between the two presidents, they had discussed about different matters. The first of all, it was the President Joe Biden who have to start by thanking, congratulating President Cyril Ramaphosa on his re-elections as the head of the state in South Africa, and also congratulating him on how he used his brain to come up with the idea of the government of national unity. Joe Biden had applauded President Ramaphosa for that. He applauded President Ramaphosa for this, while many of South African out there, they are not in favor of this government of national unity. Regardless of that, it does not concern the Western, because we all know that the Western, they like to be happy or applauding for someone who have done something which works in their advantage. Imagine this government of national unity. If DA was not part of it, do you think someone such as President Joe Biden was going to come and applaud for President Ramaphosa for coming up with this kind of idea? Because it does not make sense for him to go and congratulate him on something which he knows very well that most of black South Africans are not part of it. The EFF, they are not in this government of national unity. The MK of Jacob Zuma, the same as well, they are not in. Yet, you're still finding world leaders who are coming to applaud about this idea, all because the DA, who's representative in South Africa, they are part of this company, they are the one who are benefiting from it even the most. Maybe this is a way of thanking up someone who have sell his people out. You'll never know. We are just saying and leaving everything to you. But this conversation, as they were having it, it was all started by matters which concern South Africa, because South Africa, they will be welcoming the G20 members or countries in 2025. They will be the host of these organizations as they did with BRICS. Now, you can tell that President Joe Biden is even more excited and looking forward to come and be part of this G20 summit, which will take place in South Africa next year. Do you know why? Because they are actually trying to show to the world that they are in control of certain things which people never expected. These are the same people who did everything by all means to make sure that Vladimir Putin does not come to South Africa to participate in the BRICS summit which took place last year. But when it comes to on their turn, just because they are not under any world or ICC arrest warrant, you see already how they are jumping on the front line by accepting the official invitations which President Ramaphosa had given to them. And they are willing to come during that summit to be welcome in a state visit. And you can tell already that, who knows, maybe this is how they have to come and say thanks to what President Ramaphosa have done for them so far. So Joe Biden is looking forward to be part of this summit, and is looking forward to be welcoming the red carpet in the Union Building as partners of the South Africa, because through this same call, President Joe Biden had already shown up what it will be discussed through this state visit, whereby he's looking forward to sign some more new contracts on how they will be trading with South Africans and how they will be fighting unemployment in South Africa, and a couple of things which they'll have to sign on that day. While that's maybe it sounds good, because they never had the courage to sit down and talk about what happened, because as some of us, we don't have a short memories for us to forget what happened yesterday. Guys, we're talking about the same people who criticize South Africa From the moment when South Africa showed their positions on what on the matter that's happening in Ukraine, between Ukraine and Russia, the moment when South Africa decided to remain with Russia, that is the moment we saw how the United States of America start fighting South Africa, threatening them with the sanctions. There are a couple of activities or summit which is supposed to take place in South Africa. They had to cancel it, all because South Africa accepted to be with the people of Russia and the Palestine. And then they have to start threatening South Africa with the sanctions. Do you guys still remember about what the US ambassador had end up saying about the South Africa, saying that no, they are selling guns to Russia? And the next things, when they're asking them the proof, they don't have it. They're just showing one boat which landed over there in Cape Town, which belongs to Russian militaries. And just because of that, now they are busy saying that no, South Africa is selling weapons to Russia. Do you guys also still remember about when South Africa allowed Russia military operation to take place in Durban, where they have to come and exercise over there in oceans? And the next things, they were like, no, South Africa is supposed not to be doing this because him allowing Russia to come and train their militaries or their weapons in their river, it is a way of them encouraging Russia to continue doing whatever it's doing in Ukraine. And you saw how they make serious allegations against South Africa, which they failed even to prove one of them. So you see that this kind of people, after ruining up their relationship with South Africa, and after destroying their old reputation and respect which people of Africa used to have for them, they're now trying to see on how they can start catching up in order for them to fix the things, because they have messed up big time. They know very well that if things continue to be this way, they won't survive, because the entire Africa now, it is chasing them out of their countries and go toward China and Russia. So they know that they are losing their power, or they are losing control of Africa continent. Therefore, they are kind of like trying to start now doing up the catching up. But is it even a good idea for South Africa to welcome Joe Biden in a state visit? I don't mind him if he come, for example, in a G20 summit, but state visit, is it a good idea at this moment for South Africa to do that, when we are going through all these things we are going through, whether it is in Africa continent, whether it is in South Africa? Is it a good idea? I don't think so. If I have to tell you what I think, I don't think so. Why? Because I think like this state visit, it is just something which it will work in their own benefit. They know how what South Africa represents in Africa continent and in African diasporas. So they know very well that if they can be able to have South Africa on their side, then maybe other African countries will start following the lead. And that is something that South Africa government should already start opening their eyes on. Because these people, they already accuse you and campaign, said bad things about you out there. And the next things now, they are coming, asking for a state visit, so that they'll come and show you that no, we have done this, we have signed that, you know politicians, how they do their things. So I don't think it was a good idea for South Africa to just accept this kind of proposal for them to welcome Biden in the red carpet in the new Union building. By the way, we still don't even have a proper guarantee whether Joe Biden is gonna come back here or not. We still don't know, because the election is coming. The election is somewhere in November, if I'm not mistaken. By then, we don't know whether it's still gonna be the candidates of the Democrats, since there already start being a lot of crisis over there in the Democrats, where some they say that no, Joe Biden should remain and finish his mandate. That is if he have to beat Donald Trump. Some they are saying that no, he's too old. Donald Trump will defeat him in this election, so we don't want to lose the power. We rather find someone else. That's how they are coming with Michelle Obama to the table, which we'll discuss again in our next video about it. So even if Michelle Obama come in, you will see that she still have to go first and defeat Donald Trump. So whether it is Michelle Obama or Donald Trump end up winning this USA election, we don't know whether they're still gonna continue to accept for them to come to this state visit or not. So for me, I think we should not be more excited about it, because we know each and everything these people they can touch, it always end up looking so bad. We have example. Look recently, President Ruto, William Ruto from Kenya. What happened to him after he came back from America in the state visit? So these things of going to deal with them, these people they can come and brainwash your mind and you become something else. So we can't just be excited about it. We can't even also support this kind of ideas, because we don't know what will happen after Joe Biden he had took his aeroplane and flew back to the US. So we shall wait and see what will happen, and we'll bring you more analysis over that as time goes by, especially once we get the official date. Then we'll come back again and communicate with you about it. That will be all for now, guys. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video until this point. Before you leave, do us a favor, make sure that you hit that like button, give us your thumbs up. We really do appreciate that, because it is a way of you also encouraging us so that this message can reach even to more people out there. But if you find something beneficial in this video and you want to catch from us in our next video, hit that subscribe button, subscribe to the channel, so that whenever we are here live, you'll be able to to be here with us, so that you can get also to understand what we'll be discussing in our different videos. But above all, we are recommending you or encouraging you to at least share your comments in the comment section, show your opinions with us, so that we can also understand whether it is a good idea for the US president to come into South Africa or not. So share your opinions, we really do appreciate that. With that being said, for now, continue to be yourself, be good, be kind, have respect for everyone in order for you to be respected. May God bless you all. I'll see you again very soon in our next video. Ciao, ciao.
bele na